A trip to visit the in-laws isn't something that many look forward to. Of course, my in-laws are the exception to that rule, except the fact that they live 5 hours away. It's a tough drive. But the in-laws in tonight's tale live 5 minutes apart, and their last loving visit was spent standing about 50 yards away from one another. It's hard to express exactly how Selinsgrove head football coach Derek Hicks felt when Shikellamy scored on his defense Friday night, because a small part of him wanted to cheer, just as his wife was doing from the Selinsgrove bleachers.
I always used to tease I bleed blue, maroon, and white.
This is a story about a family rivalry, and it's tough to explain, but here goes. Hicks and Shikellamy head coach Todd Tilford are brother-in-laws.
I think for he and I, it's a rivalry game. It's another football game that we both want to win.
Obviously, other than this week, we hope each other go 9-1.
They married Krista Tilford and Danielle Hicks, who are sisters.
We giggle about it, and it's very fun. It is funny. I'll often tease her and say, "Oh, you don't look as good in red, you know, maybe you need to put on the blue or maroon again."
So when Shikellamy scored, it was Gabe Tilford carrying the ball. Gabe is Krista and Todd's son, which makes him Derek and Danielle's nephew. If your head isn't reeling by now, let's add in the fact that two Tilfords play for Shikellamy, Gabe and Lucas. Their grandparents come to the games and take turns sitting on opposite sides with Krista and Danielle by half. And the other Hicks and Tilford children are water boys on one sideline or the other.
It's been kind of special. I know sometimes it can be, you know, the rivalry going on, and we joke about things a lot, you know. I mean, we're typical sisters. I love you.
As you can imagine, it adds a little bit of a competitive aspect to family gatherings.
A couple jabs here and there at Thanksgiving, Christmas, the beach vacation. But again, I think it's a pretty laid-back atmosphere with Todd and I.
He sent him a note at Thanksgiving and said, "How would you line your defense up against this?" and had X's and O's.
To make things even more interesting, Danielle, who married into the Selinsgrove football family, she is a graduate of Shikellamy.
Danielle probably won't admit it on camera, but you know, she's a Shikellamy grad. We still tease her. She wears Shikellamy stuff under her Seals things.
I love Shikellamy, but I'm supportive of my husband, and you know, I want him to win because it makes a better weekend.
The Seals may have got the win, but the entire football family considers the rivalry a victory.